Good evening and welcome to this virtual discussion on Olympic related matters organized by the Athletic Coaches Association of Bengal. Swapanda has, as usual, outdone himself, and we have a host of excellent and famous speakers and achievers to speak to us today. I have been asked to inaugurate this event, and I think I will go back in history and give you some idea as to how this world sporting event really started. The first Olympics were rooted in mythology and religion, whereas the modern event is an entirely secular affair. The original Greek version of the games were literally a religious exercise, a display of religious devotion and worship. Performances and competitions were dedicated to various gods, and prizes had a spiritual bent to them. Olive crowns were made from leaves taken from the sacred trees, and the winners were revered as having been touched by God. Sacrifices, hymns, and religious processions were all a major part of the early games, and the name of the event itself is taken from Mount Olympus, the house of the gods, ruled by Zeus, who was a god worshipped by attendees and competitors at the games. Whereas the modern games take place in a different country each year, the ancient Olympics always occurred at the same place, Olympia, located in the Peloponnese Peninsula. Before the beginning of each Olympics, ambassadors would be sent from Olympia, Delphi, Isthmia, and Nemea all across the known Greek world. Their job was to announce and enforce a sacred truce, which was to cover Greece for the duration of the games. While not every conflict was ended, any which was likely to hinder the games had to come to an end. The truce was, of course, sometimes broken, and the punishment would be exclusion from the games. The ancient Olympics didn't find its limits with the games themselves. The event was far bigger than that. Today, sports are everything, but the Greeks expanded the Olympics to include a whole host of other forms of excitement. Aside from the sacrifices and the religious processions, there were artistic events aimed at showcasing new writers, painters, and sculptors. The end of the ancient games was often spectacular. According to the History Channel, the fifth day of the games would end in a massive victory banquet. A procession would take place to the temple of Zeus, where each winner would be given the wreath of olive branches and the crowd would shower them with flowers. After this, the athletes and attendees would feast, drink, and revel into the night. The next morning, everybody will return to the city-states where they came from. 4 years later, just like today, they'd all reconvene to do it all over again. The coronavirus delayed the 2020 Games, which I hope will finally be held without any difficulty this year. I now request Dr. Piramal Devnath, our working president, to give his welcome address. Dr. Devnath.